Jeremy Keeley is an experienced facilitator and specialist in change leadership. He works with people and organisations in the commercial, professional, public, education and charity sectors. His clients include Sony, Aviva, T-Mobile, Oxford University and the Worldwide Fund for Nature. Jeremy, what negotiating strategy do you recommend in this case?
In any negotiation between two parties where they want an ongoing relationship, there are some basic principles that I would always bring to bear. One of them, for example, is that both parties have the long term in mind as they work with each other. Also that they pay attention to each of them gaining, not just one of them gaining. In this particular instance, I would ask both parties to pay attention to the risks involved and how they share those risks. So, for example, the speed. Another example is the security of delivery here. And another example is the cash flow situation.
What particular advice would you give to Fashion House?
The issue that Fashion House faces is not so much the negotiating strategy in this case, but the risk that they are creating for themselves by what they're trying to do. I would advise them to focus on those risks first before they go into the negotiations and find ways of reducing the risks. One example is the speed at which they're coming at this. They have no need to do it at this speed. They could use the products from the new suppliers as test products this coming year and use an existing supplier to provide their Christmas market.
How would you advise the suppliers to proceed?
Each of the suppliers faces an issue that their customer is bringing a number of needs to the table, some of which don't apply to the supplier. I would advise each supplier to really understand the customer's needs and then to decide which of those needs they're going to meet, for example, design, quality, and which of them they're not going to meet, for example, cash flow problem. Once they've decided which of the needs they're going to meet, then to work really actively with this customer so that they meet those needs in the most useful way, always holding the long-term relationship in mind.